Okay, what?
Is that your song?
Yeah.
Hey! Grant Miller here! Miami Community Newspaper. We've got Bill Hansen, 50 years catering. We got Dewey, 40 years chef since you were 13. Kerry Black, 20 years old. She's it, baby. Grant Miller here. Can you name this tune? Go ahead, name it.
Start me up, baby. Start me up.
So we found out that Dewey and I were at the same concert, Rolling Stones.
That's true. Yeah. That's true.
Among the, what was it, 100,000? It was jammed.
It was jammed and it was raining. It was right before Hurricane Dorian.
And
Mick Jagger came out. Crossfire Hurricane.
How close were you to him?
I was about as close as I am to you.
Was it cool?
It was very cool.
But no barriers, right?
No barriers. No barriers.
Pre-COVID.
Pre-everything.
Yeah.
So we're pretty lucky. What camera? Oh, you're on the back far camera. We're pretty lucky. This is what's called South Dade Shout Out. That's for trustees. Trustees, Bill.
You're breaking up.
Yeah, touche. By the way, people in our community newspapers watching, Bill Hansen just became a trustee of South Dade Chamber. We really appreciate it.
My pleasure. You can trust me. That's for sure.
Allie, get the invoice.
I'll drink to that.
That's it. But Dewey's been here. He's all prepped up, ready to show what Bill Hansen can do. But it's pretty exciting because these fruits and vegetables are all local.
Grown in the Redland. So we brought the Redland up to Miami.
Yep. Redland.
Yay. So Bill's going to tell you, hang on real quick, because he's going to test it here. This is a
avocado.
You know that, and
star fruit,
carambola.
Yeah.
But he's been in business forever. He doesn't know what they are.
I don't know.
That's
I cook it. He books. No, I book it. He cooks it. So.
That's right.
Sometimes I book it too, but okay.
Okay. So, all right, so Dewey. All right. So you moved from New Jersey here?
Yeah, in like 83.
Oh, you've been here. You're still a tourist. You're still a tourist.
Still a tourist. Yeah.
Were you in the restaurant business before?
Yes, I actually was executive chef at the Forge restaurant when they did the redo in 2008. I owned a restaurant called North 110. Worked for Mickey Wolfson, a big art collector. And Bill Hansen.
And who else?
Who? Wait a minute.
Peter Schnabler.
I worked for Peter. I opened up the Redlander restaurant for him about 7 or 8 years ago.
And Dewey.
Peter and I have been friends for over 20 years. Yeah.
Donatella Versace.
I worked for Donatella as a private chef here and there. Yeah.
Yep.
Wow, and you stepped up, and now you're with Bill Hansen.
Yeah, now Bill and Donatella, if you think about Donatella and Bill, they're very similar in a lot of ways.
Yeah. Okay, I got to ask about the Forge.
Yeah.
Is it still, what's happening? Is it open? Is it even
I
open?
left in 2013, so it did close, I think, last year, and I really don't know. I mean, there's a lot of rumors, but, I really don't know what's going on with it.
Okay.
I had a great time there, though. It was the second oldest restaurant in Miami. A lot of fun.
All right, so, Bill, tell us how you got into the catering business.
Well, I was lucky to get into Cornell. I did graduate.
Wait. Yeah. How'd you get in there?
In Cornell?
Yeah. Is your family related or something?
No.
His dad was a trustee.
My dad was, yeah. I made it through. I made it through on time, and I graduated in the half of the class that made the top half possible.
Oh, so you held them up.
I held them up. Yep.
Okay, how'd you get into the catering
And then
business?
I went into the Navy. Ran officers' clubs, and then I moved to Miami.
Thank you for serving.
And once in Miami, I went to work for Burdines, now Macy's.
Which location?
Downtown. I ran all their restaurants there, their production bakery, everything. Their employees' cafeteria, everything down there.
That was great days down there.
Those were great days, but I learned really quickly that I'm definitely not a corporate guy. I'm an entrepreneur. So as soon as I had an opportunity to leave there, through the general manager of Burdines, Ken Clifford, he introduced me to the Miami Club, which is at the time was Miami's most prestigious luncheon club.
That was
it was on the AmeriFirst building, and then ultimately
what floor was that on?
On the 18th of the AmeriFirst, and then I went over to the 55th of this old Southeast building. So there I got to meet all the movers and shakers in Miami, and
you became one.
And then I don't know if I became one, but I served them, and I guess did a pretty good job. And here we are 40 years later, and I have my own venue in Coconut Grove called Villa Woodbine. And
wait, that's your place?
That's my place, yeah.
Isn't that the big issue right now? Are you selling it?
No, Carrollton School has bought it.
They bought it.
Yeah, they bought it,
And they're
but
trying to make it a school.
they're going to try to make it a school. But my neighbors, if they get their way, it ain't going to happen.
So you sold it at the prime time, baby.
I didn't sell it. I never actually. I'd like to say I sold it, but I never did. I leased it.
Okay.
Yeah. And now what we're doing.
You gave up the lease.
I gave up the lease, and now I'm down. We're really making a concerted effort to work down in Redland, and so we're working on a number of venues there, a number of local people, and most importantly, the local farmers to create menus that will, showcase the area.
We, Miami Community Newspapers, we believe in buy local, shop local, and if it's grown here, what do?
We eat it here,
Eat
buy
it
it here, and drink.
Homes,
it
South
here.
Dade Chamber, most chambers say live, play, and work in the community. Chamber, South Dade Chamber, their motto is what? Speaking to Mike.
Shop, drink, dine, local.
You notice
Mm-hmm.
dine and drink in there?
Drink.
So it's exciting.
There's a rap about that.
And catering's so important. I was talking to Dewey, how you guys adapted, improvised, and you're thriving. You're doing. Dewey, can you talk about how you adapted during
Yeah,
the
I mean,
crisis?
well,
It's pretty cool that you guys did this.
Yeah.
We sometimes you ask for let me say forgiveness, not really permission. And so when I said, Bill, by the way, we're going to do Miami Spice. We said, okay, that worked out. So we're doing micro dining in people's homes for Miami Spice. Great program. Kind of introduced it to a new market. Now we're doing more and more home delivery, but we're also doing micro dining of 20, 30, 40, 50 people. And they get to see what we're doing with local produce, local fish. That's really where we're at. Perrier Jouet came in as a semi-sponsor on Miami Spice. And really what we're doing is we're really just reaching out to more and more of our clientele and showing what we could do. When a wedding for 200 may be a wedding for 80.
Right.
But I think long term, we're doing more and more and more and more and getting more market share when it comes to catering. Because we're really in touch with our clients now when it comes, whether you're in their home or in their business. That's what we're really trying to do as much as possible.
We have this motto here: adapt, improvise, and overcome. You guys have proven the fact. Some people call it a virus. I call it a recession. And in the business world, and you guys really adapted. And it's totally impressive. And your nickname is Watermelon Man. What is it?
Melon Man.
Melon Man.
Yeah.
So okay.
I don't know about that, but okay, go ahead. I don't know where that came from.
So everybody, don't call him Mr. Hansen. Don't call him Bill. Don't call him late for dinner.
I'm
Just
going
call
to
him
be
Melon
using
Man.
that at tomorrow's meeting. I'm
What?
really excited about using that name for tomorrow our meeting.
You got a staff meeting?
Oh yeah.
He made a great comment about making, whether it's your home or your business. The thing about the beauty about the Redland is a lot of homes are now people's businesses as well. And I think that's what makes the Redland so unique in a lot of these venues that we have out there. We have gorgeous hotels up in Miami, and we have these gorgeous ballrooms, and they're beautiful. But down in the Redland, every venue is unique. Every venue offers something different and beautiful. The exquisite gardens that are down there, the foliage that we have 24/7, 365. So that was a great comment that you made, and that's what makes the Redland, one of the many things that makes the Redland so unique. And one of the wonderful things that makes the Redland this beautiful bookend to the rest of Miami-Dade County. We have the gorgeous beaches up here up in Miami. We have Miami Beach, we have Coral Gables, we have Coconut Grove. You take a little drive, and then next thing you know, you're in the Redland. And it's just a completely different experience, but you never left the county. You're still in Miami-Dade County. So it
No,
makes
you're
Miami-Dade.
not. See,
Yeah,
I disagree. No, you get past 184th, you're in another country.
Yeah,
It's
awesome.
it's like going from Dade to Broward. There's that imaginary line. You go like this. When you cross 184th, and when you're in Redland, you feel it. It's a different atmosphere. So
wonderful.
I lived
It's
in.
less stress, right?
Yep.
I-
Less stress, and I think it's really important to let people know that it really is not that far.
It
It's
is not-
only like 30, 35 minutes from Miami International.
If you go from here to South Beach, it's 40 minutes. But I lived in Milwaukee, 22 months.
Sorry to hear that, but
Yeah.
sorry, go ahead.
22 months, 2 days, 3 hours, and a couple seconds.
All right.
But their laws were interesting because liquor wasn't allowed to be sold, and then all of a sudden you got the liquor license. So in houses, these $1 million homes, there's a restaurant, there's a bar inside on the bottom, and you go in, there's the grandma being a busboy, the father, the aunts are all in the kitchen. So same thing as Redland. It has changed, and people in Redland has changed Dade County. You know, before it was known. Now you have restaurants, you're catering. It's the center winery. But more exciting is weddings. That place is rocking and rolling for weddings.
Some of the venues down there will do 4, 5, 6 weddings on a weekend.
Wow.
On a weekend, yeah. And there's such a wide variety of choices, whether you want something very palatial like Chateau Artisan or something very simple like Redland Farm Life. So there's just so many options.
Do you live down there?
I do not. I wish I did.
Where do you live?
I live in Weston, right?
Weston. That's the other God's country in Broward.
Yep.
Everybody wants to live in Weston. Did you run away after Hurricane Andrew? Is that where you?
No. We moved up there in 2001.
Wow.
I wanted to live on a golf course, and I couldn't do anything down here at Riviera or Lagorce, so that was the best.
That's a good choice.
Opportunity. So now we live on the golf course.
Okay,
up
but
there.
from Weston to Redland,
Chrome.
how long does it take you? 50 minutes?
45, 50 minutes.
Yeah, so
Not
Broward
that
County.
far.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not bad.
No, it's great. All right, so what are we doing here? Are we going to cook? What are we going to do?
Well, we're going to
He's
eat
been
it,
here.
I hope.
Dewey, take it away.
You know, I've loved using things. For 25 years, I've gone out to the Redland area, and in the beginning, they wouldn't even deliver to Miami-Dade, like out to the Miami area where I was at. So now it's great to have such an array of different things. Like, you know, subtropicals are sometimes with the heat are very sweet, right? So, but I like taking sweet and adding savory to it. You know, dragon fruit's pretty neutral. You know, we love using that. We're going to be trying. We have Key West pink shrimp ceviche. And we're trying to keep as local as possible. Even the vessel that we're using is from a company called FOH, which is based in Miami Shores, where I live.
Right.
So, I mean, it's a local company that, you know, they do amazing, you know, products. I mean, it's just fun to work with them on design and things like that. So we have carambola.
Okay.
We have the Key West pink shrimp ceviche. And then local, some jalapenos in there, some local things that I've gotten from Bee Heaven Farms, Unity. I've used them before as well. And we brought, I think we have.
Hey, wait.
Sure.
You gave me this fork for a reason.
Yes.
Please, Bill, do me the honors and pass the food down the table, as we say in the South, please, by all means.
Yeah.
And tell me about the Himalayan salt slab that you had there, how that works. That was super cool.
You have a fork.
You have an extra spoon over there, Bill.
Oh, we got.
You left too early.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry,
So-
Grant, you left too early.
So, you know, we have Himalayan salt right here, you know, which you could chill down to 0 degrees. You know, you could heat it up to about 800 degrees.
And when you-
it's perfect. It keeps things chilled. And the metal vessel also retains temperature as well. So you can keep
So
it nice
you
and cold
brought
and hot.
this in. This was just room temperature, and he set it on that after having chilled
Nice
that
and
at
chilly.
0.
It's already
And
chilly.
it's nice and chilled. This is, hey, entertainers out there, great Himalayan
Himalayan salt,
slab.
throw it in the freezer.
Yeah,
Keeps
yeah.
it cold. They also sell Himalayan salt bowls. If you want to, you know, really play around, if you happen to have liquid nitrogen in your house, which I don't think you do, but if you did, if you wanted to make some liquid nitro ice cream like Chillins and some of those places, you actually
Hey, I'm
use the
trying to get
sea
him to
salt.
join the chamber. Can you help me out with that?
You have-
I
you
want
can-
to set up a place down in Homestead. Can you get that? Thank you. Work
They're
on that
great.
one.
What's very cool
Thank
about
you.
liquid nitro ice cream places is you could use a salt bowl, mix it into the salt bowl, let's say a banana split ice cream, and the ice cream and the salt actually flavors the ice cream a little bit.
Nice.
When you do a dessert. So here we have the ceviche, you have the carambola, all of that goes really well together.
This is delicious. This is that citrus flavor, a little bit savory. It's not overwhelming one way or the
Right.
other. Yeah.
And what's good about carambola, if you could char it on the grill, what I've done with carambola is char it on the grill, char, slice it up, let them sit in vodka. You talk about drinking and dining, and you let it sit in vodka for about 2 weeks. Make sure it's covered, and you have charred carambola infused vodka, or tequila, or whatever kind of clear liquor that you want to use. And then you strain that out, and your liquor has a flavor of like a grilled flavor, and the carambola aftertaste. So we love using.
Brilliant. Brilliant. You knew what to do with vodka. I mean, I was in Russia. We never did that when I was there.
Then we
Okay,
also-
what's next?
What else you brought? Let me see. You have some long ends from your house, some dragon fruit, some guava. All right, over here.
Yeah, that long end came from my backyard, by the way. Thank you, Russell. Thank you for providing the centerpiece
Well,
there.
you know, we have some snapper. We have some really nice local snapper with some lychees or long ends, if you have long ends. And we took the long ends and lychee combination with a little lime and jalapeno. Again, taking sweet and making it savory. Let that marinate overnight. A little sea salt, salt and pepper, and the jalapeno, a little lime juice, some Persian limes from the Redland area. A little bit of greens. These are germinated corn shoots that I got from a farm out in the Redland area. And these are cool. They're germinated from the top of corn. You pop it in your mouth and you get a little corn flavor. So they germinate from the top of the corn. We took some guava. You see the brush on there. We did a guava barbecue and yellowtail snapper. So again, keeping it local, something that's a carbon footprint of 20 miles where we are, right? So you have snapper, you have lychee, you have long ends, you have all the local things all on one plate.
I have to say that I believe that Bill Hansen Catering is really leading the way, leading the pack for other caterers and restaurants to really kind of rethink their menus, what's available. People, there's a trend going. It's actually a global trend. Is to kind of go back to our roots and go back to, what's in our own backyard, and, whether it's a millennial generation or not. And it's so much healthier, right, Bill? It's so much healthier to be eating from items that are produce that's grown or raised in your local area. Like, for example, Margie, what she does with Bee Haven,
Margie's great because we have curry leaf we get from her. She has this curry leaf plant that we fried. We crumble the leaves, add salt and pepper. It's this crispy curry leaf on top of fish. This past Saturday, we had a wedding where we did a whole yellowtail snapper carving station. We carved it in front of the guest. We did the crispy curry leaf on top. And it was all Florida. It was all,
right there.
That's right there. I think,
Again,
and the
another
venues also, I think you're not dealing with a Marriott, you're not dealing with a Hilton, you're dealing with someone that owns a farm, that has a venue, that has local things all around them. And that's like something that I think we're very indicative that we have that a lot of other places around the country do not have.
You give a hometown, a homeland experience that you can't do in a chain.
Sure.
Again, we love chains. We got to have them all. We got to have the hometown. We got to have a little bit of everything in our community to make it very successful and diverse.
True.
But it's that uniqueness that sends people home going, when can I come back?
Right. And I hate to say that word COVID, but what COVID's forced everyone to do is stop, and you can see the fish in Venice and Italy. You see the water clean. You see people stopping and really cooking at home now and like Googling different things, and they're all into food. And now that's organically going to translate into a year from now, 2 years from now. So I think we're really, Bill Hansen has been a pioneer in catering for such a long time, and I think we're really in a great position.
What's his name?
I keep on
Melon.
every time I get Bill Hansen, I get a percentage. So I keep on saying that.
Percentage of nothing is nothing.
What am I eating here?
Where are you?
Carambola.
Carambola.
So Dewey,
When you cut it,
I have a
Looks like a
question.
star.
Yes,
we
sir.
have something.
You're not supposed to be asking me questions. I
what
thought
do
it
you
was them. I thought it's their job. I don't
Well, I
understand
have
what's
a
going on.
Wait. Are you a trustee yet?
I am.
Stop being so cheap.
I
Check's in the
keep
mail,
saying
right?
you can
Check's in the
trust
mail.
me. Okay. Talk to us. We've got a salmon farm.
Yeah,
now
yeah.
we have a salmon farm.
I
Today-
read about that a couple of years
Today,
ago.
the
bring him on.
Beacon Council was on. That's the
Sure.
who's, and that's what because I said, what are you doing in South Dade? And they talked
Yes.
about that they promoted the salmon. Tell us about the salmon thing, because you're going to be able to buy salmon direct from them.
We definitely want to try it. We haven't gotten there yet. I mean, they're on very low production right now. But it is something I think, Kerry, you had a lot of information you mentioned earlier.
I say,
to me.
Prado, get ready. You can be on with me in a couple of weeks.
Okay, great. Yeah. So that's going to be amazing. That water, the water and how they're chilling it down and what they're doing is really a long-term investment in the community.
Yeah.
You don't see salmon being farmed in L.A.
There's nothing like it.
Nothing
what they've
really
done
like
is
it.
They've recreated the perfect environment for
Right.
salmon to grow organically. I think right now there's still not an FDA, organic salmon rendering yet, but hopefully they're working on that. So there's no pesticides. It's a very clean process. The filtration system, by the time that water is going back down into the ground, it's actually cleaner than when it was brought back up.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they've dotted every I, crossed every T. And
And
to
it's
walk
vertically
through-
integrated. You can actually grow produce in that area where the water is so pure.
Yeah,
so it's pretty
exactly.
interesting.
And then what they're going to do is take the salmon and have these other byproduct sales from like omega-3s or 6s, whatever's in salmon. They're going to do, so they're going to do like vitamins, and even I believe the excrement is going to be, dried
Fertilizer.
and used for fertilizer
Yeah.
and things of that
Yeah.
nature. So it's just super eco-friendly, and everything they're doing is like, getting everything out of that and then putting it back into the either back into the system or making money off of it. It's brilliant. It's brilliant.
We got a second. Can you read some of the people
yeah,
from
yeah.
bottom up?
Okay, Mia Devane from Commissioner Levinkava's office. Hey, Mia, she's a great friend. She's a great friend. Love to have her. Jeremiah Darling, Jackie Forrest, Nicola Osborne, Erica Alvarez,
Good.
Kristen Rosen Gonzalez. Glad to have you guys on board. Welcome.
Thank you. Listen, it's totally exciting what's happening, what you guys are doing. You're trendsetters. The caterers, a lot of caterers have struggled, and you guys have adapted to it, so it's very exciting. It shows that whatever type of business you can adapt and you make it better. Like us, we're in the print business. We've been doing it only 38 years. 38 years we've been doing it. So we adapted a little bit. We still do print. Print's never been stronger local newspapers, but we had to adapt to get more readers. So now we're doing 40 shows a week. Facebook, over 200,000 viewers. Now they're watching us here. They're going on our newsletters. They're going print. So we all have to adapt. And I am going to follow the Melon guy. Wherever he goes, he goes. Yeah. So what else do we got?
One more thing.
What else we got?
Well,
Okay.
Kerry said I had to bring a dessert. So let me hold on one second.
I was thinking of you.
Wait, what's that? Is that chicken or fish?
Oh, that's fish.
That's fish.
Wow.
Where are you?
I had a
Let
little.
me again.
I had to go a little.
Glasses all the time.
I had to go to a little boys' room.
We actually have this, and then we have. Hold on one second.
You don't like chocolate, do you? You don't. Can I have yours?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm looking.
I know I'm gaining weight.
All right.
My stomach
So
is expanding.
we had to bring chocolate. So we have dragon fruit and chocolate. So we have a flourless chocolate torte with dragon fruit compote underneath. I mean, dragon fruit's.
Okay,
What I
hang
like
on,
about
wait,
dragon
go
fruit.
back, go back. This Southern
Sure.
girl doesn't
All right,
relate
sorry.
to that. Flourless
Chocolate
torte.
with a dragon fruit compote. A
Okay,
slice
what
of
what makes
fruit.
it have its shape? If it's not flour, what do we
This?
do? I know.
Oh, it's butter.
Okay. Oh, thank
Sugar,
you. Okay, you got me a butter. I
eggs,
don't
and
even care what's
chocolate.
less in there.
So
Okay, perfect.
there's no flour, but there's a lot of other things in there.
Okay,
So
bring it on.
And it's also
I'll walk home.
a bittersweet chocolate. We want to use a higher percentage, chocolate in that. The dragon fruit is a good counterpoint because we take the dragon fruit, cook it with some red wine, some Florida honey, again Florida, and then just cook that down. Don't even, we don't need anything to make it thick or anything. You have the natural compote from the dragon fruit, fresh dragon fruit on the plate, and then the chocolate. Now
So it's healthy. It's healthier.
Okay.
Healthier.
Okay, if that works for you.
It
Whatever.
works.
All right,
It's working for me. Keep going.
All right, and then we wanted to do some rice pudding. Now, this is a rice pudding that everyone we did this a few years ago. Actually, originally did it with Peter because we had a lot of avocados going on. So we want to take risotto rice pudding using a Boreal rice, and then we want to layer it with avocado. So you say avocado and rice pudding, people go, "What's wrong with Dewey? What's wrong with this guy?"
Yeah, we were wondering that.
Yeah, a lot of people wonder about that. So we take the avocado, we marinate it in Florida orange. Don't touch that yet. So we marinate in Florida
mess with the
orange,
chef.
a little
Don't mess with
cinnamon,
the
a little
chef.
vanilla. All right, and then we layer it on top. We finish with avocado at the last moment. Why? Because you don't want to put the avocado too much ahead of time because it'll oxidize, right? But it does have some lemon in there, some vanilla, a little bit of sour orange. If you happen to have a torch at your house,
Just have to have it.
Happy
Yeah.
to have one.
we put a little sugar on top. So you want to actually.
That's avocado.
Oh,
Yes.
Like key lime pie.
look at that. I'm sure my husband has one of those out in his garage.
So you want to give it a little torch, and it kind of caramelizes the sugars in the avocado. So, all right. So,
Okay,
So
wait,
basically,
wait.
it's risotto
Wait.
rice pudding, right, layered with Florida avocado and sour orange. That's it.
Perfect.
Very simple.
Perfect. And I had a taste earlier,
You had a taste earlier.
and I would have told you I hate rice pudding, but
Okay.
you've made me a believer. It was
you.
absolutely delicious. Absolutely delicious. I didn't know I was eating rice pudding. Had no
Pass
idea.
this over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's gorgeous.
I haven't had a taste yet. So.
So tell him, Bill, tell him where people come into the Redland to have weddings. Like, what was your furthest outside the country?
All right, you
'Cause
can have
I know
one
not
now.
too long ago, right before COVID, and you're making a mess.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Thanks. Get it all right. From Japan.
we get a
Yeah,
We had a
they've-
couple come in from Japan.
They've come from really all over the world. It's such an undiscovered place
That's your webpage.
that then the more we
Oh my
do,
gosh. It's
one
even
of the
better.
things
Even
that we
better.
plan on doing is creating a website which will make it easier from anyone, even if they're coming up from Antarctica or Thailand, if they want
Alaska.
a Redland wedding, we will have a website which will not
This is
only
super cool, by the way.
showcase all of the venues there, because every day there's a new one popping up. We're having a hard time keeping track. And the other thing we're doing is that one of the big questions is accommodations. Where are they going to stay? Because people say, well, isn't it a long way from Miami? Well, here's the deal, as Joe Biden says. Here's the deal. You'd appreciate that. Yeah.
This is not a political show. We do not do politics
You'd
here.
appreciate that.
No, go.
Here's the deal. Here's the deal. So anyway, we're going to make it very easy for them to find hotels and Airbnbs and places like Peter's.
Or they could stay. Or they could stay at Bill's house.
There you go.
I'll provide that address.
I don't know. Maybe we'll have to turn ours into an Airbnb as well because we live out there. What about Courtyard? They're members of the chamber. Hampton Inn trustee members of the chamber. We got the town suites that are there.
There's 3 of them. Yeah.
Hilton Garden Inn is about to open up, and I'm sure they're going to become chamber members. Really, right there. we're going to pray for you. No, right? There's a little off-camera joke there. We have Uptown Suites. They're trustee members of the chamber as well. So, but what we would like to see more of, and when we get these new commissioners coming in, we get a new mayor coming in to Miami-Dade County. We want to look at the Redland. Where can we have some strategically placed, Airbnbs, B&Bs? I'm gonna chill.
What's B&B?
B&B, bed and breakfast.
Bed and breakfast.
Bed and breakfast.
Yeah.
They have them all over the South.
You have to be a trustee member.
Yeah, you have to be a trustee member in order to get one.
But what I still though think in the future though, the Redland really does need a 80 to 100 room under air conditioning, 250 seat AC venue would be great, but also a cool spa. And I think if Peter's listening or watching, he has a lot of space there if he wants to build a 100 room hotel.
I'm trying to tell him a couple years now.
He's been
open up
talking
a B&B
about it.
right
I can't wait
across
till
the
he
street.
starts to do that. I
Yeah,
hope he's listening.
exactly.
He's
I'm sure
working
he's
on
listening.
stuff. He's working on stuff.
He's about to become a trustee as well.
Perfect.
Yeah. No,
So what's interesting, we're talking about, people talk about the Redland, and people forget tourism was the #1 industry in Dade County. The #1 industry now is agriculture. That's where you guys are focusing on in that area. Redland is agriculture, and it's the #1. It is an economic engine, and by you also building and doing catering, it gets people back to nature. I mean, everybody's now right. Going to a wedding on Miami Beach is one thing. You go to Redland, you feel it. I mean, when you go to different places, you feel great. It's a great atmosphere.
And it's a good journey. I mean, you don't want to go to the venue next to a supermarket. You want to drive 30 minutes, 40 minutes, and you're in the farmland. You're driving up to it, sunset on the Everglades, and that's a great venue for a wedding.
In every ballroom on the beach, once you get inside, it pretty much looks the same.
Right.
Whereas each one of these venues has unique characteristics that are absolutely phenomenal. So whatever a couple wants, whatever they want, they can find it down there, whether it's something really simple or something extravagant like Paradise Found.
Well, can you put Bill, Mr. Waterman, put your mic a little closer to your throat?
I will.
Okay.
Yep.
But what's interesting, you make a good point. You go to a let's say you're going to the wedding and you're going through the mangroves and all those things. It's just a beautiful sight. Like you said, you see a sunset and all these vegetables that you don't know that are grown here. Mm-hmm. Most people don't know what's grown in South Florida. So it's I think it's very exciting. Did you go over all those vegetables and what they are? Fruit.
Well, you have the guava, you have the dragon fruit, the carambola, the long ends, compliments of Kerry's house, and then the avocado as well. Right here. Okay. And the long ends, a larger seed, very lychee-like, great in cocktails, by the way.
I think they're like sister fruits.
Sisters, cousins, something like that.
Are they?
Sure.
Intermingling going on.
I have to.
Okay, so we gotta get
Unity is great. Yeah.
Hey, I have to raise this up here. These guys are great guys. I love it. Redland Rays. Are they trustees yet?
Yes, they are trustees.
Wow, that's good for them.
Getting money out of Carrot, that's tough. It's tough.
And he provided all of this gorgeous fruit for us.
Well, we want to thank them for that.
And Bill, you can put it back into your commissary, and in a couple of days it's all gonna be ready.
That's right.
I have to give a shout out. Last Tuesday or Wednesday, I was at Peter's place. at
You can call me. Yeah,
no, it was a event for the mayor of Dade County, Carlos Jimenez.
Okay, I can't go.
Yeah,
I
it was.
can't go. I can't go.
No, you're out of town or something. Yeah, so it was a great event during the lunch. It's that place is it's changing. It helps. It's changing everything out Redland.
Yeah,
And
he's
by the
been a
way,
pioneer out there.
Dennis Moss is the godfather of that. I don't know if you know that. He's the one who passed that bill that let them have
The
liquor.
ordinances.
Yes.
Yeah, all that kind of stuff. By the way, as Bill is going to be bringing all these Redland venues together, he did say something. They're popping up everywhere.
Yes,
And
they are.
Most of them are pretty good. Some of them we want to make sure that when everyone comes out there, they have an awesome Redland experience. We want to make sure that all of these venues, that they're legal, that they have all their business licenses, that they
That's
have all-
important.
Yep.
Yeah, that's very important, and it's a very safe event as well. So we're waiting for that final version of the ordinances to come out, and the chamber's going to host like a Redland venue ordinance, workshop, webinar, all that kind of stuff. Really inform everybody, what they can and can't do out there. We don't want chaos out there.
Exactly.
We want it to grow, but properly in the right ways. And when people are coming halfway across the world to come to our Redland beautiful area, we want to make sure that they're having an awesome experience. So we're going to be doing that as well. And so yes, Commissioner Moss with Peter and with Charles LaPrade and some other folks, talked about this. And
Charles LaPrade, didn't he grow up in Homestead?
yeah, he's former family.
He's a real guy. He's real Homestead.
Yeah.
We don't let him come up in the rest of the world. We got him a visa. We don't let him come past 184th. It's funny. People in Homestead and Redland, they don't like mingling with us. The rest is what.
Yeah, I could understand, but yeah.
You understand that?
Okay, so wrap it up for
Okay.
us.
Let's you do
Okay,
first.
I gotta do, Bill, hand me that piece of paper there. I got to do some major shout outs.
I
We have
got
some
some
new
questions
members.
All right.
Okay. So we have some new members. Great Benefits USA, Sophia's Garden Farm USA. You know Sophia's. Cirque Salon Studios, Landmark Real Estate. Welcome aboard, Paolo Marchesini, Keller Williams Realty. Eleva Solutions, Jabron, welcome. Can't wait to have you do a webinar for us. Mixed Greens, Mick is from landscaping down from the Redland area. He's been doing the landscaping forever for the base. He's brand new with us. Trustee member of the chamber, by the way.
Did you mention new
Yeah, I mentioned new
I
trustee
told you, trust me.
and Upwork, and we want to thank Zip Sprout, and they have referred 2 new businesses to us, and Upwork is one of them. Notary Chick of Homestead. If you need notary done, you got to meet Shamina. She was met her last Friday. She is extraordinary, especially all these houses that are selling everything. A lot of the all the paperwork you have to sign, they're like going into your homes to get that all done, instead of having to go to the banks. She's the one to call, Notary Chick.
That's a great business too.
Yes, it is, and it's booming right now. And then the Lime Agency, Brian, welcome aboard. We're really glad to have you. Got a couple quick announcements. You got to let me do this. Okay, go to southdadechamber.org, click on our calendar. We have a new members orientation tomorrow, so all these new members are going to be on there. We're going to do it. We're going to do it Zoom Monday on the 26th at 3 p.m. Don't forget this. The South Dade Chamber is putting on a Meet Your Candidate with the 2 mayoral candidates, Commissioner Bovo and Commissioner Levine Cava. Will be on at 3 p.m. Tune in. This is going to be very specific to South Dade and what their plan is for economic recovery and all these special things we're talking about South Dade that you don't deal with up at the beach and that whole area. We want our residents and our business owners to know what their plan is. So when we go to vote on when is the time to vote on
Now.
or no later than November
3rd.
The 3rd, November 3rd, last day where you get to go in person. And I'm old school. That's what I'm going to go do. Okay, and last thing is stay in the mix at 106. We are the second oldest chamber in Miami-Dade County. And for the next about a month, you can join up for $106. No other chamber offers that.
Wow.
Brand
Oh,
new
my
member,
Lord.
less than 10
Yeah.
Not trustee. Don't be so
No,
cheap.
So what's the rate on the trustee?
Okay, it just-
I put you were 40 years ago.
Okay, you got the camera. Okay, I just want you to know. She said voting. In the city of Miami, they vote early and they vote often. So, dead or alive, city of Miami, they do it, baby. Okay, quiz time. Are we ready?
Yep.
Quiz time. Ready? Dewey, you go first, then Bill next. Your favorite hot dog place in Miami?
Dogma.
Oh, very good. Go.
Ooh,
None?
none. I live in Weston.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Birthdays, family members, go.
My family members?
Yeah, go ahead.
Zoe, Sienna.
Who?
Zoe and Sienna.
And
The
then what are
birthdays.
Oh, their birthdays. I'm sorry. Oh, 10/29/95.
There you go.
And my wife,
That's-
Kerry, 10/17/46.
Whoa! Wow, baby!
Yeah,
Tell me
Okay.
how long you been married?
37 years.
And how long's your wife been married to you?
About the same.
More or less.
Wow.
But I had a few misses before that.
All right. Your favorite burger place?
Shake Shack.
What?
Shake Shack.
Shake Shack.
Yeah, I always loved Fuddruckers.
I do too.
Oh, wow.
They make a good burger.
Yep.
Okay. Your superhero as a kid? Dewey.
Captain America.
There you go. This guy's a winner.
You know what? I can tell.
Yeah.
I had a lunchbox, Captain America lunchbox.
How old were you?
I was 7, and I used to throw it at the safety patrols to make them run and fall. And they kept me after school for 30 days so the safety patrol would get home
How old
safe.
were you?
I
20?
was 7 years old. It was like last year. It was last year.
Last year.
All right, Bill.
You said superhero, right?
Yeah.
So my superhero is Superman. Clark Kent.
Oh, I can't.
Okay.
You ever notice how
the All-American.
that that cape?
Your sushi place. Favorite sushi. Not yours.
Hero, North Miami.
Oh, I would be remiss if I didn't put a shout out to Sushi Maki.
You got it, baby. There it is.
And
You
my,
winner.
and my dear friend Abe Ning, who,
There you go.
like me, graduated from Cornell. So,
Yes.
but he graduated in the half of the class
Then you lifted up.
that I helped out.
Yeah, Abe went to Palmetto. He just opened a new sushi mock, Ludlam and US 1.
They do an amazing job. They do
And
a
if you
great
get
job.
bored, you go to our Instagram. He taught me how to do rolls.
Social media?
Okay. Your favorite chicken place?
Fast food chicken?
Yeah, anywhere.
Pollo Tropical. They do a
They
great
do a
job.
good job.
They do a good job.
Today.
You know, I was Pollo Tropical is mine too, and usually when I go in there, I'm placing my order, and I'll say, "Oh my God!" You know, I'll get the cashier to say, "What's wrong? What's wrong?" And I say, "One of those chickens flew right off the grill."
Well, it's interesting.
not-
Abe went to Palmetto, and the founder of Pollo Tropical went to Palmetto also.
Larry Harris. Good friend. Larry
right?
Harris. I've known, we actually did his daughter's wedding last year.
Yeah,
Oh.
at Charles.
And she
Deering
has her
Estate.
own bakery.
Great bakery.
Oh, my-
Great bakery. Larry's a great guy.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Where do you eat fish? Your restaurant.
Michael's Genuine
Where's that?
in Design District.
This place is expensive. Do you get a discount because you're a top chef?
I mentioned you and I get a discount.
Yeah, that'd be.
You gotta be a trustee member though.
If you're a trustee, you get. All right, Bill, give me something.
Right now, what we do is we eat at home, but I got to tell you, the best fish up where I live, Delaware Chicken Farm. Now, you'd think they just have chicken, but I was there a couple days ago.
We're
and
talking
I
about
got-
fish.
I got the most. I'm talking, but they sell fish too.
Okay.
Yeah. Even if I'm not a trustee member, I know the difference
Okay.
between a friggin' chicken and
All right,
a fish.
all right. Your favorite taco place, Dewey?
Oh,
Oh, wow. I loved Taco Loco across from the Deuce Bar, which is now a different name. So, favorite taco place, my God.
there's one in Wynwood. I can't think of the name. of it.
Coyo Taco. I love
Yeah,
Coyo
Coyo
Taco.
Taco
And there's
would
a
be
little
mine,
tequila
too,
bar
yeah.
right behind it for afterwards. It's
He
very
was
nice.
here a couple weeks ago, right? Yeah. What's your
They do a great job.
Same as his.
Okay.
But wait a minute, you didn't ask about empanadas.
empanadas?
Half Moon empanadas, the best.
He just got a percentage point just now.
Right.
Just-
Yeah.
Empanada hat.
Okay, pizza.
Wow. Pizza. I love Anthony's Coal Fire. I
Yeah,
love
it's
Anthony's
good.
Coal
You
Fire.
don't live in the South. You live in the North.
I live in the north. Yeah.
I can tell because your restaurant, that hot dog place, they catered one day here. Unbelievable.
Dogman does a great job.
Yeah, I'd go along with Anthony's too.
Yeah. It's a little. You have to eat it there. You can't get pizza the next day. You can't
Right,
get it
right,
home. You have
right,
to
right,
eat
right,
it there.
right.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. All pieces.
Well, I don't know. Breakfast the next day cold isn't bad.
Okay. Okay. As a kid, do you remember a certain Thanksgiving that you loved? Or as a parent, either way, certain year.
Yeah. Yeah. God, North Jersey. It snowed for some reason.
Sopranos year, right?
Yeah, North Jersey, and we had about 35 people for dinner. It was just a great day.
All right, Bill?
Specifically.
I really think the ones I remember the most are those dinners we've had at Christie's in Coral Gables. Thanksgiving dinner at
Well,
Christie's.
you know they closed up. They closed up Redfish Grill. You knew that. And Rodney Bretto and team took over Redfish. It's beautiful in there, and they're doing a great job.
Yeah, I actually catered the
Chef Adrian, right?
wed-
Adrian?
What?
wedding.
Yeah, Chef Adrian, but
But
Rodney
the
Bretto.
wedding for the owner, we actually catered the daughter's wedding at Villa Woodbine.
Wow.
Nice.
Well, okay, so
Okay.
We're not done yet. Got a couple more questions.
Wow, I didn't know. Do I need,
Your
do,
favorite
do I need
football
to
team?
get a piece of paper or something?
Hey,
All right, go
favorite
ahead.
football team. Don't tell me the Bears.
Steelers.
And who's your favorite quarterback?
Ben.
All right, God, see, I love
But I
him.
did meet Franco Harris at, about 10 years ago from when I was a chef at Tuscan Steak, and he was a gentleman. Franco was amazing. Great guy. Came in the kitchen. What a gentleman.
Really?
Yeah.
Ben, I love Ben because he's not a quarterback. He's just rough and tough, and it's like
They're going all the way this year. All the way. They're going all the way.
You know, like the
Just wanna
quarterback
say
for
that
the
right now.
the quarterback for the Dolphins. It's like the quarterback for the Dolphins.
Well, someone's gonna get me my card later again.
Okay, who's your favorite football?
Canes, without a doubt, the University of Miami Hurricanes, and my favorite quarterback.
Go ahead. You got to tell me.
Drum roll, please.
Hold on.
Patrick Mahomes from the Kansas City Chiefs.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. What? I don't know the answer. He was drafted first round by what pro team? Find that out, Tommy. He was drafted first round baseball. Did you know that?
I think I did.
Yeah. And
yeah.
Murray, the quarterback from the Cardinals. Okay. Here's a tough one. Tough. Do not say Abe Lincoln. Your favorite politician as a kid, or in high school.
John F. Kennedy.
Yeah, same with me, JFK. Yeah.
He's on the top.
Yep.
Okay. This is the
That
last.
was Detroit.
What?
Detroit drafted him.
See? Okay, your favorite French fries. And you can tell I eat a lot of French fries.
Ooh.
Okay, no answer?
Burger King. I had the best French fries from Burger King a couple weeks ago after I took my wife.
I like my French fries cooked a little bit more.
Yeah.
Michael Mina's Steakhouse in Turnberry. They do great
Which
fries. Michael Mina's Steakhouse, strip steak. I think.
You haven't had Chefs on the Run with the truffle cheese on
He
top
does
of it?
a great job.
have
Chefs
a-
on the Run, I
those
think,
are,
is really an
they're
amazing
they're a meal in and
restaurant.
of itself. Yeah.
Great
Who
job,
mentioned
great
the
job.
one in Vegas, strip steak? They have
Yeah.
3 different.
Vegas?
Yeah.
We're talking about Miami.
Are we going to Vegas after this?
We
I
gotta
thought
go
we're all
to
going to
Vegas.
Vegas.
On the house!
I have to go there. I go to Vegas once a year to visit my money. So
Okay, last question. The magic of the mix. What makes a great caterer? Go, Dewey.
This guy. It's a guy that knows how to hire well and knows let people make decisions and knows when to step in when he has to. And I'm not saying that because I would.
yeah. And
I don't believe that.
here's-
I don't believe you.
Everyone's gonna make no, but it's
Okay,
really
so-
seriously. Yeah.
Okay, so tell Melon Man, tell me what makes a great caterer. Because this guy,
Yeah.
oh,
Oh.
what makes a great caterer?
Music. He knows his music.
Yeah.
Go ahead. What makes a great caterer?
I played this
Nobody
song for him.
cares how much you know until they know how much you care. And so we care about our people. We put our customers first. We put them on a pedestal. We guide them through the process. And if we're not the right caterer for them, we help them find another caterer.
That's
care
class act.
and we love them.
That's a class act.
Yeah.
So today is South Dade shout out to the South Dade Chamber. South Dade Chamber runs from 184th Street. Despite what everybody says, South Dade Chamber goes all the way into the Keys. They serve everybody. Like Bill Hansen Group, they serve everybody. We never sleep. So, all right, we're going to say goodbye, but before we go to bye, can we turn the music up? There we go. Everybody wave to the camera. Bye! Yeah, baby! Bam! You got it.